Hi guys, welcome back to today's video. Today's prompt is going to be based around the concept of freedom and what your freedoms are and what all of our freedoms are. Okay, so the first thing that I want you guys to do is decide on a symbol of freedom, and if you want help with that, a very common symbol of freedom is a wing. So if you wanted to follow me and do a wing for your symbol, you can definitely do that. If you have something else in mind, you're also welcome to draw that. In terms of what kind of wing, I'm gonna leave that up to you. It can be a butterfly wing, it can be an angel wing, it can be a bird wing, whatever you like, okay? So the very first thing that I need you to do is somewhere in the middle of your page, go ahead and draw your wing. You can do a set of wings or just one wing. Again, that's completely up to you. But go ahead and draw your symbol for freedom. And then we will come back and we'll get more into what our freedoms are, okay? All right, so you've got your wing drawn out, whatever type of wing that you decided or whatever symbol that you chose to represent freedom. Again, don't worry about it being perfect or having it look a certain way. And you could have done one or two, you could have made it look however you like, okay? So this is my wing. I just did kind of like an angel shaped wing. And so the next thing that I want you guys to do is section off two parts. I did mine as clouds, you can see here. And so one part is going to say freedom from, and the other part is going to say freedom to. Okay, so find two spots on your paper. It doesn't have to be like mine. Section them off however you like, and in one write freedom from, and in the other one write freedom to. Okay, so take a couple seconds now to do that. I'll go over mine in marker, and then we'll come back and we will fill one in at a time, okay? Okay, so once you have those two areas sectioned out, we are going to start off at freedom from. Okay, so this means in your world, in your life, what are the things that you feel you are free from? Do you feel you're free from bullying or judgment, or free from racism or harm, or things that you feel that you are protected against? Okay, so take this time now to fill in, whether that's writing or drawing, however you like, fill in the section that says freedom from with whatever those things might be, things that you feel protected against, and then we'll come back after that. So I just want you guys to keep in mind that the things that I put down may not necessarily be similar to the things that you put down. It all kind of is based off of your life, and we all live very different lives and have different experiences. So even if I mention what I put, don't feel like yours have to be anywhere similar to that. So just a few examples of things that I feel in my life I have freedom from. One big thing would be, quite often I have the privilege of having the freedom of not being discriminated against for my skin color because I am white. I feel like I have the freedom from preventable diseases. We have the choice to get vaccines. So that's a freedom that I've taken control of. As an adult, I have the freedom to not be told what to do, what to wear, for the most part, how to be in my own body. I also have the freedom to love who I want to love. We live in Canada where everyone has the right to love whoever it is that they love, despite what their preferences might be. So those are just a few of the freedoms that I felt that I have in my life. Again, remember, yours can be completely different. Now, I want you to think, if you had any of things that you were thinking, oh, I wish I had the freedom from this, like it's something that you wish you had the freedom from, but you don't, then I'm going to give you a couple minutes and you can go ahead and write those just around the outside here. And if there's nothing that you thought of, that's fine, just hang on a sec. But yeah, think about if there's anything that wasn't on your freedom from list because we haven't quite gotten there as a society, or something is stopping you from having this freedom. Go ahead and write that on the outside. Alright, so I just added a few things. Again, yours can be completely different than mine, so don't base it off of what I wrote. But things that I don't quite feel that I have the freedom on, or the freedom from, I added sexism. So although I feel like I'm definitely not discriminated against for my skin color, I feel like sometimes women are still discriminated against for their gender. And then also expectations for gender roles, so expectations for what it means to be a woman, or what tasks are female tasks versus what tasks are male tasks, or job related gender stereotypes, and also beauty standards. I definitely feel like we're not free from those unrealistic expectations. But those are just some of the things that I wrote. Again, yours can be completely different. But yes, let's move on to freedom 2. This one is a little bit easier to answer. I know freedom from can be a little bit more heavy to get into. What do you have the freedom to do in your day-to-day life? What is it, what can you do without someone being like, oh no, you can't do that? Whether that means dressing yourself in the morning, eating your favorite cereal, doing your favorite activities, hanging out with your friends. What do you have these freedoms to do? Okay, so go ahead and fill out this section here, your freedoms too. And then we will come back and we'll add any to the outside afterwards if you feel like there's things that you don't quite have the freedoms to do yet. Yeah, okay, freedoms 2. Alright, so same as the other one, it's completely fine if yours are different than mine. A couple things that I wrote. So I have the freedom to not participate if something makes me feel uncomfortable or I don't feel like doing it. To vote, to express myself freely, to choose my own friends, to drive, to work, to travel when it's not COVID, to create art, to work, to have my own boundaries and to set them in a way that makes me feel comfortable, to love who I choose to love, to have a bank account, to have control over my own money, that kind of stuff, okay? So if there was anything that you feel like you want the freedom to do and you don't have that freedom, just like the other one, you can go ahead and write those on the outside of your cloud or whatever it is you use to separate them. So again, anything that you want the freedom to do, but you don't have that freedom at the moment, go ahead and write those on the outside, okay? Alright, you guys, and there you have it. You've got a good kind of in-depth look at the freedoms that you have, what you're free from, what you're free to do, where you feel protected and where you don't, and also the things that you hope to one day have the freedom for, and that can play a role in maybe your political decision making or wherever that might be. It's important to understand what your rights are, what your freedoms are, and fight for what you believe in, right? So that's everything for this prompt today. And also I should make a note that we should be thankful for everything that has been fought for us to have the freedoms that we do have today. But that by no means means that we don't have to fight for more freedoms for more of our Canadian population. But yeah, that's everything for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the prompt, and I will see you again on Monday. Have a great weekend.